And Yaakov went on his. Alright, we better go to the book of Bereshith, the book of Genesis. And at the end of chapter 31, it says, And Laban rose up early in the morning and kissed his sons and daughters and baraked them. And Laban left and returned to his place. And Yaakov went on his way. And the messengers of Elohim met him. And when Yaakov saw them, he said, This is the camp of Elohim. He called the name of that place Mana, Mahai Anayim. And Yaakov sent messengers before him to Esau, his brother, in the land of Seir, in the field of Edom. He commanded them, saying, Say this to my master Esau, your servant. Yaakov said this, I have sojourned with Laban and stayed there until now, and I have bulls and donkeys, flocks, and male and female servants, and I have sent to inform my master to find favor in your eyes. So the messengers returned to Yaakov, saying, He came to your brother Esau, and he also is coming to meet you, and 400 men with him. And Yaakov was greatly afraid and distressed, so he divided the people that were with him and the flocks and herds and camels into two groups. And he said, If Esau comes to the one group and attacks it, then the other group which is left shall escape. And Yaakov said, O Elohim of my father Abraham and Elohim of my father Yahuah, who said to me, Return to your land and to your relatives, and I do good to you. I do not deserve the least of all the kind of acts and all the truth which you have shown your servant, for I passed over this yard with my staff, and now I have become two groups. Deliver me, I pray, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he come and shall smite me, and the mother with the children. For you said, I shall certainly do good to you, and I shall make your seed as the sand of the sea, which are too numerous to count. And he spent the night there and came to his hand as a present for Esau, his brother, 200 female goats and 20 male goats, and 200 ewes and 20 grams, 30 milk camels with their coats, 40 cows and 10 bulls. 20 female donkeys and 10 fowls. And he gave into the hand of his servants every drove by itself, and said to his servants, Pass over before me and put some distance between drove and drove. And he commanded the first one, saying, When Esau my brother meets you and asks you, saying, To whom do you belong, and where are you going, and whose are these in front of you? And you shall say, They are your servants, Yaakov. It is a present sent to my master Esau, and see, he also is behind us. Sorry about that. So he commanded the second and the third and all who followed the drove, saying, Speak to Esau this same word when you find him. And you shall say also, Look, for your servant Yaakov is behind us. For he said, Let me appease him with the present that goes before me, and after that see his face. He might accept me. And the present passed over before him, but he himself spent the night in the camp, and rose up in the night and took his 2 wives and his 2 female servants and his 11 sons, and passed over the ford of of Yabba, and he took them and sent them over the stream, and sent over what he had, and Yaakov was left alone, and the man wrestled with him until the breaking of day. And when he saw that he did not overcome him, Yaakov was left alone, and a man wrestled with him until the breaking of day. And when he saw that he did not overcome him, he touched the socket of his hip, and the socket of Yaakov's hip was dislocated as he wrestled with him. And he said, "Let me go, for the day breaks." But he said, "I am not letting you go until you have baraked me." So he asked him, "What is your name?" And he said, "Yaakov." And he said, "Your name is no longer Yaakov, but Yisrael, because you have striven with Elohim and with men, and have overcome." And Yaakov asked him, saying, "Please let me know your name." And he said, "Why do you ask about my name?" And he baraked him there. And Yaakov called the name of the place Pen-il, for I have seen Elohim face to face, and my life is preserved. And the sun rose on him as he passed over Peniel, and he limped on his hip. That is why the children of Israel to this day do not eat the sinew of the hip, which is in the socket of the thigh, because he touched the socket of the thigh of Yaakov and the sinew of the hip. Hey, I hope that y'all have a great day. All love and harmony.